Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're just gonna jump right into what we're gonna be doing today, which is testing out the new Fenty Hydration Foundation. Or is it Fenty Hydrating Foundation? Yeah, it is the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation. I picked this up a couple of days ago. I couldn't get around to doing a review right away. I really wanted to on launch day, but unfortunately I couldn't. But I'm here now. I'm kind of in between shades right now because I moved from Maryland to San Diego, California, and I'm my regular skin tone now. I'm not that kind of creepy, freaky, grayish color that I was in Maryland for 4 years. The previous shades that I wore, which was 330, and then in the summer I would put like a drop of 390 or something in it to darken it up a little bit. Yeah, no longer works for me. And so today I'm going to be trying shades 345, 350, 360, and 370. So I've already have my face. It's not primed, but I do have my moisturizer and my sunscreen on. I won't be using any primer. I won't be using any concealer or any products that I think might kind of interact with the foundation. I will do a full Fenty face later on this week just to show you guys how the foundation works with other Fenty products, which I'm sure that they're beautiful, but still you just never know. I am going to just be doing a straight foundation face today, okay? So let's get into the video. All right, so I moved you guys a little bit closer so you can see I have nothing on my face. I'm not going to be doing any concealing or color correcting or anything like that. All right, so the shades that I have here are shades 350, 360, and 370, as well as 345. So 345, 350, 360, and 370. 345, which is actually what I bought, so hopefully this works out. But this is the box, and I know you guys have seen all of this. It comes in this little tube. The foundation, which is in like this kind of frosted glass. This feels very premium. This does feel more like something I would expect with a tinted moisturizer, which I love. Yeah, this is the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation, and it says to massage well, which is also giving me kind of tinted moisturizer tease. I don't know. Doesn't say to use a sponge or to use a brush or anything. It just says to massage well. So maybe they want us to use our fingers. I'm not sure. But this is shade 345. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna scoot you guys in just a little bit closer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pump out one little tiny quarter of a pump on my hands there. And I'm going to show you 345. And the next one that I'm going to use is 350. And this is 360. And this is 370. This is what I suspect that I am, but for whatever reason in the store, it was not it was pulling a little dark on me, but I don't know anymore. Let's see. Put this right here. See, yeah, I think that might be it. Oh. So this is 345. This is what I basically was in the last foundation. So 345, 350, 360, and 370. All right, so I actually just stepped outside to check this out in natural lighting, and I think that I did make the right decision getting the 345 because I think it just matches my undertones more. The 370 is definitely a contender in case the 345 is too light, but I did notice that it looked really red. It started to pull really red on my face, which was the problem I had in the last Fenty foundation, that the 370, even though it had warm undertones, it still pulled really red on me. And especially throughout the day, my body chemistry just did not agree with those undertones. So that's why I had to go to 330 with a little bit of 390 mixed in, and then 345 seemed to fit my shade a little bit better. So I'm just gonna go with 345 today. I might, wear a full face of 370 later on in the week just to make sure. But and I even might go pick up the 370 at the Sephora sale just in case I decide that that's what I need. But we're gonna go with 345. So I'm gonna go and wash this off. I'm going to reapply my sunscreen and my moisturizer, and then I will be back to apply the foundation. Alright you guys, so I'm back in business. I have my face moisturized, and I also put on some sunscreen, which is something that I do every single day. We're going to go ahead and we're going to apply the foundation. On one side I am going to be using a brush, and on the second side I am going to be using a sponge, I think. It did say massage well, so I'm kind of wanting to use my fingers, but I think that it might be a little thick for that. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Artiste brush here, okay? Because that is really, it really blends things in flawlessly. I really like this brush. I know that it's not popular anymore, but yeah. So I'm just actually going to blend it in with my fingers in the beginning, and then go over it with the brush. I just want to see how it looks because it said massage, and I can't get that out of my mind. So I just want to see. So this was about a 3/4 of a pump. It wasn't a full pump. It's giving me excellent coverage, you guys. It's covering up the dark circles under my eyes really good. As you can see, that's without it and that's with it. Oh, I just need one more yellow or kind of olive tone color in between 345 and 370. So that looks pretty good with just finger application. I am impressed. Okay, so as you can see that I didn't even use most of the pump. I used about half of it. I do have a large freckle here that it didn't quite cover up, but that's fine. It takes concealer to cover that up anyway. I would say that this is more of a medium coverage. You could probably build it up, but I won't. I'm just gonna take my brush here and I'm just going to see if I can smooth this out a little bit. But I really don't think it needs it. I think that it's smoothed out just fine using my fingers. Okay, that looks good. Oh my god, I love that finish. Okay, I'm gonna do the other side now. I'm gonna zoom you guys out just a little bit because it's looking kind of weird. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in with the rest of this, and I'm gonna apply this on my face. I think I'm gonna need another half a pump here, which I'm just gonna put on and just kind of apply this to the rest of my face. And I'm gonna use a sponge, but not a wet sponge, just a regular dry sponge. I'm gonna dip that in here and just kind of stamp this all over. I would say using the sponge with this gives me more light coverage, and then using my fingers and a brush is more medium coverage. So it's about 74 degrees today in San Diego. I'm not gonna do any bronzer. I'm gonna put on some mascara and that's it. Okay, so as you guys can see, this is how the finish is. I do have a little bit of discoloration right here that you guys can see kind of right there. And the freckle and kind of moles and stuff on my face, they weren't completely covered, but I think it looks pretty good. I do like a nice natural finish, so this is perfect. I love the way this looks, and I think the color match is really good too. Okay you guys, so this is me backed out, and you can kind of see the color here. My hands, I addressed this in the last video, my hands are just really a lot darker than the rest of my body. Is probably because of the way I drive, but don't worry, my body is going to catch up to my feet and my hands soon enough. But that does look a little weird when I'm swatching and things, that my skin color is more closer to the back of my hand than the front of my hand, but it's fine. But I'm really liking this, the feel of it. It just feels like I have on just a really nice tinted moisturizer, to be honest. It doesn't feel heavy, it doesn't feel tacky. I don't feel the need to go in and have to set this with any kind of powder. Again, I'm gonna put this through its paces this week, and later on in the week I will do a full face with the Fenty foundation and other Fenty products. But for now, I just want to know how the foundation feels and how it wears, and I'm really liking it. So I'm gonna put on some mascara and some earrings and stuff, and then I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so I'm back. Full disclosure, I went and popped some bronzer on my lids because the foundation was starting to crease on my lids. That happens with everything I put on my lids, so I always have to set my lids if there's anything on them, even sunscreen and moisturizer and things like that. So that's nothing. But I don't have anything else on my face. I just put on some mascara and some lip gloss, and this is, I just want to see how skin-like this is, and it's looking pretty damn skin-like to me. The color has dried down. It doesn't look as bright as it did, and I do think that I made the right decision getting 345 instead of 370. So I'm gonna go out. I'm going to Whole Foods. I'm going back to Sephora, the VIB sale, and yeah, I have a lot of things to do today, and I will check in and let you guys know how the foundation is holding up. Hi you guys, so I am back. This is a midday check-in. It's about 2:30 right now. I'm actually charging my car. I'm at Whole Foods. I did blow my nose, so as you can see, the little freckle on my nose is probably a lot more prominent now because I wasn't able to not blow my nose without wiping off some of the foundation. But as you guys can see, this is just such a great color match for me. I am just so freaking impressed with this. My body chemistry really likes this, and it's just kind of melted into my face, and it just looks like my skin, but better, obviously. So I look nice and radiant. I don't look dewy, like greasy or anything, but I have like a radiant glow, and I look more polished, so I do like that. So I'm going to check in again in a couple of hours. Probably once I get home, I'll check in, and then one more time before I hop in the shower to, you know, take off all of this makeup. But still, I'm liking the way it looks. I'm really liking it. This is just so much better on my skin than the Fenty matte. Also, because the color shade, I just think the undertones is spot on. So if you're my color, then you should definitely think about 345. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Okay, how you guys doing? This is midday check-in. It is almost 5 o'clock, so not really midday, but this is how everything is looking. As you can see, I'm outside in my backyard in natural lighting. Hi. That's my husband. Say hi.
Hi.
So yeah, everything's looking pretty good right now. Do you need help? Okay. But for me, yeah, after 3 or 4 hours, you really start to see the foundation break down. I'm not really oily on my nose or anything like that. As you guys remember, I did not set this, no setting powder, no setting spray or anything. This is just the natural finish, and as you can see, it has settled, and it is my exact shade. It's crazy how close that is. It's skin-like. You can see all of my imperfections still, but it still looks like my natural skin tone. I'm going to just step out in the sun a little bit so you can see a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to check in one more time before I wash this off. So maybe in about 2 hours. I still have some more errands to run, so yeah, I'll check in for a final. I'll get back to you guys for a final check-in later. Okay, you guys, final check-in. It is a little after 7. I could probably wear this for much longer, but I don't have my ring lights and stuff set up, and I probably won't be setting them up for a long time, and I wanted to get the last bit of sunlight, natural light in the room. So this is natural light, no filters, no extra lighting. I just have the windows, and yeah, it's 7 o'clock. and you can see how my face is looking so wonderful. I hate to even go and wash this off right now because I feel like I have so many hours left to wear this, but it's gotta come off. I can honestly say that I absolutely love this foundation. I look amazing. This makes my skin look amazing, okay? This is exactly the kind of finish that I go for, and Fenty foundation was probably the only foundation that I've ever used that really nailed my undertones. My undertones are so hard to match because they're really yellow, but there's a tint of green there too, so it's like a mustardy olive type of color. I don't know, like baby poop. So that's really hard to kind of nail, and they did nail it with the original formula, but I'm a kind of dewy, radiant kind of girl, luminous. That's what I like, and this delivered. But it's just so skin-like, and I didn't have hardly any transfer at all today. As you guys know, I didn't set it with powder. I didn't set it with spray. This is just it. There's no powder, no bronzing, no nothing on my face. This is just pure foundation, and it just looks incredible. Yeah, I don't have any kind of oil, excessive oil in my T-zone or any other parts of my face. I don't have issues with smile lines and things like that, but I still don't have any settling in any of my fine lines. It's just a nice, natural, beautiful finish. Okay, you guys, so that's it. I definitely give this foundation just a seal of approval, 2 thumbs up, whatever you want to call it. I love this foundation. Fenty has hit it out the ballpark. Like, this is what I've been waiting for. I liked the original, but I love this one. I can just see myself putting this on every single day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about any of the shades that I tested out today or about the formula, just leave them in the comments below. I love talking to you guys. I love chatting with you guys in the comment section. I respond to all comments. If you want to see more content like this, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you like what you see by me and you want to see more, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.